Good morning. We are packed up and off into the night. Today is day 2 of our Florida Trail backpacking trip. Yesterday we had a great 12.57 mile hike from the Pruitt Trailhead to the Shangri-La campground. Last night we had a low of about 67 degrees and should have a high of about 83 degrees when we get back to the trailhead. For a public campground, we had a nice quiet night. We were tired, went to bed around dusk. Since we forgot the coffee and the tea on this trip, we decided to get up early and do some night hiking. I set the alarm for 3:30 a.m. and finally got up shortly after 4 a.m. We skipped breakfast, packed up, and hit the trail. Here's a map of today's route. It should be a little shorter mileage back to the trailhead. Yesterday we took the Blue Loop over to the Ross Prairie Trailhead for a lunch stop. Today we will head due west and follow the orange blazes of the Florida Trail back to the Pruitt Trailhead. Within a mile or so from the Shangri-La campground, we finally saw our first bear. It had just started getting daylight, but still dark enough to have the headlamps on. We had just went around a curve in the trail, and on the trail in front of us, about 20 yards away, there was a small bear standing to the right of the trail staring at us. Since the headlamps were on, we seen the eyes first and then the body. We stopped and slowly retreated back around the curve. We stayed there for a few minutes, then proceeded back. When we went back around the curve, the bear was gone. We could hear the brush cracking in the woods to our left as the bear moved through the woods. We did not get a photo, but feel that we made the right decision by backing up around the curve. Since this appeared to be a smaller bear, we were concerned that Mama Bear was nearby. We can cross seeing a bear off our bucket list. Needless to say, this was in our minds for quite a while as we hiked on, waiting to see the next bear. We have been sharing a piece of the gear that we use in each of the videos. This is by no means a review, but just simply what we're using and a little information about it. In the previous videos, I discussed our rain jackets, backpack, tent, sleep and cook system, emergency SOS, and smartwatch. In light of today's night hike, I thought we would discuss our headlamp. We have been using the Nitecore NU25 for several years now. We use this headlamp on a daily basis for our early morning pre-dawn walks. The ultralight headlamp weighs in at 1.8 ounces with the strap. It's compact, affordable, rechargeable, waterproof, has a good burn time, and quickly charges. The spec shows that the burn time is 160 hours on low and 5 hours on high. Due to the wide beam on this headlamp, we like the red light option where we use it in camp so we're not blinding each other. There are many headlamp options on the market, and we have found that the headlamp is an important item to carry. I will add a link to this gear item in the description. We are almost back to the trailhead. Today's hike from the Shangri-La camp to the Pruitt Trailhead was 10.58 miles with a duration of 4 hours and 51 minutes. And looking back at the various hikes during the Florida hiking season, this might be one of my favorites. We did forget the coffee, but we survived, and it provided the idea of doing some night hiking today. We've seen more wildlife on this hike than just about all the recent hikes combined. We saw a bear, multiple deer, coyotes, wild pigs, turkeys, hawks, and a lot of squirrels. On the next adventure, we're going to switch things up and do some kayak camping. The first trip will be down the Fort DeSoto area with a paddle around Shell Key Preserve, where we will set up camp on the Shell Key beach. Wanted to do a call out to my nephew Matt, who lives in Colorado. Matt used to joke about some of my earlier videos when I used to wear a bandana on those hot Florida days. So Matt, I brought this bandana out just for you today. So hopefully when we come to Colorado, I will bring one just like it for you so you can look as cool as me. Hey Matt and Katie, have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the next Sprigg adventure.